this is where the true blindness of the cultural dimension hit me like a ton of bricks. I could order anything on the menu. I could send the staff out to buy Gucci, and they would do it because it fit within their paradigm. But I could not ask a single person in this hotel under the control of Western management to find me a single human being to talk to as one human being to another human being. I can go to the finest five-star hotels around the world, and I can be asked, as I am asked every single time, "What can we do for you, Mr. Rose? How can we help you? Is there anything you need?" Don't hesitate to ask. If I ask for a human being, that is the one thing nobody will provide. You want us to drive you to the airport? No, I want a human being. You want us to buy you a Gucci handbag? No, I want a human being. You want us to go and exchange $10,000? No, I want a human being. You want us to get you a hooker? So this is another interesting thing in this travesty of trying to figure out how to extract humanity from a materialistic cult. Hookers don't like cuddling. Now, it turns out cuddling someone who wants to be there is very medicinal for grief. So I thought, well, prostitutes are interested in they're happy to have intercourse. Tell you what, how about a cuddle? How about one human being laying with another human being, feeling feelings? How about that? No intercourse, no risk of AIDS, no, you have to perform this or that or the other. Just be a human being and hold me. This, by the way, is too much for a prostitute to comprehend. They're comfortable and used to the dogma of being used for pleasure in the body, because that's masculine exploitation of the feminine. That's normal. Happy to accommodate you. You pay them the exact same fee to hold you and be with you. I don't like this. I don't want it. I don't do this. You're not a human being, eh? It is stunningly hard in a chauvinistic cult, in a chauvinistic culture, in a chauvinistic world, to secure reliable, stable sources of human attachment. And those of us who have been traumatized at birth, it turned out that that's where most of the pain was. Insecure attachment disorder from two dissociative parents terrified of feeling, who would brutally abuse each of their children who broke the forbidden law. Thou shalt not feel. Thou shalt not make us feel. Thou shalt not get too close, or we will punish you, or we will traumatize you. What do you do when you have insecure attachment disorder in the American cult that doesn't acknowledge its existence, let alone respond intelligently? What do you do? I can have the finest food in the finest linen anywhere in the world, absent a human being who wants to be there in a secure emotional attachment. That is the hardest thing to find. In my travels in the United States, it's certainly much easier to find in Thailand than it is in America. But even the Thai prostitutes do not want to hold you as a human being for any price. That's off limits. Fucking is fine. Loving and being human is taboo. That's what I've learned in 46 years on this planet. And it is the origin of 3/4 of my pain. Inhumanity, illiteracy, trauma, and the loneliness of being unable to talk about it is the source of that pain, of that grief, of that loneliness. And this cult will not respond competently to that wound. It will punish people who act out of this pain, but it will not respond. Cultural design of the nature at 10xliving.org, cultural design is the most intelligent response. Cultural evolution is the most intelligent response to this blindness, to this taboo. And it is also the one arena in this cult that, generally speaking, one is asked to do alone. One is avoided for getting too near. There's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with me. There's a faulty recipe running the cult, and the fault in each one of us is the blind adherence to a cult meme that hour by hour strips away, sands away, peels away our humanity, our soul, the connection with the empathic brain, the security, the love and belonging that every single human being needs. And in a chauvinistic cult, will be given bread and water, a starvation diet, and nobody pipes up about it. In a cult where to be different is to be taboo, is to be at risk of sociopathic violence. The violence towards women, the violence towards all minorities. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And thank you for considering the courageous task of designing a cult to be 10 times better than the cult that we were given at birth. Hi, I'm Dane Rose. All knowledge begins with a paradigm, and out of that paradigm comes an idea, an awareness that we adopt, reject, or synthesize into something better. It doesn't become wisdom, it doesn't become useful until we take action, until we integrate it into not only our thoughts, but our feelings, our body, our words, and our way of being. For that to occur, we have to move from the passive media paradigm into more active engagement. In the link below, in the More Information section, is an invitation to join a very small, deliberately filtered, high-quality discussion with a group of people who share a common language and want to work with these ideas, with me and with one another, with the sole goal of creating 10 times more sustainable well-being for ourselves and those around us per unit of energy invested. Thank you for watching.